Alrighty, we are live. Thank you everyone for being here today. Appreciate you. We're going to be going live right now. Please let everyone know that we are live right now on all platforms. This is Buchilo, and thank you everyone for coming. Please, we're going to get this ball rolling as quickly as possible so we don't waste time. Hi everyone, my name is Buchilo. Thank you for coming to another episode of the Leadership Standard. Um, where we analyze and discuss political, socioeconomic issues happening around the world, most especially in Africa and specifically in Nigeria. Um, and at the moment, we are also a youth run organization that promotes young people globally around the world. So if you know of any young leaders anywhere that's doing great things that you feel like we should know about, please do let us know. We would really love to connect with those people. All right. So please share this broadcast. Please share this broadcast. We're starting. We're just going to get started. I'm going to do a quick 30-second countdown just to get more people involved. But please share this broadcast everywhere so that people get to know about this. Thank you all. And please let me know where you're watching from. You can just put a notification below so I know exactly where you're watching from. All right. I'm going to do a countdown. Alrighty, so thank you everyone for coming. So today we will be discussing on some few topics that has been making the headlines, most especially in Nigeria. Um, you almost understand that so many things are happening at the moment, and a lot of those things, most people are now beginning to see that the Nigerian government really doesn't have any plans for for its citizens, and the people are suffering on a daily basis. People are losing their lives, and no one even cares about that. Everyone is just talking about the next election, next election. A lot of money is being funneled into that. A lot of people are using the state resources, that are given to them to, provide for their own citizens. They're using it instead to funnel and, talk about next election. And it is so sad because a lot of people that you would expect to be knowledgeable about what's going on, they are not saying anything. All right, because the system that operates in Nigeria is a system where people just keep quiet and expect that things will change. But unfortunately, that's not how life goes. All right, things don't just change. Before things change, they have to go through a process. You know, they have to go through a process, and that is the process that we are here to talk about today. All right. We hope that people's minds can be open and knowledgeable on some of the things we are talking about. We want people to understand that there are some kind of things that's going on in the economy of Nigeria, in the social space of Nigeria, that's affecting a lot of people. Now, let's share the story of, the presidential spokesperson in Nigeria saying that under President Buhari, we can be thankful to God that we can feed ourselves and not crossing the borders looking for food. You can imagine a statement by someone who is meant to be knowledgeable about what's going on in Nigeria, making such a statement. People are suffering, but in his mind, he's saying that people are not crossing the borders to look for food, which is actually a lie. We have seen people that have been crossing the borders, people that have been moving around in IDP camps that are being targeted, and they are also looking for food. So we cannot be thankful to God that people are not looking for food. People are looking for food. People are crossing the borders, moving from, whether it's Libya or whether it's in the Mediterranean Sea. A lot of people are doing that right now. With the high cost of food prices, actually, how does someone make sense to say that people are not crossing? You see, this is how they lie to the people. This is how they gaslight the people. When you would expect somebody that
should understand. I know that he's doing his job, and I'm not even going to spend time talking about this. I just want to just let you know that the government, constantly lying to its own people, not telling them the truth, that that there is problem, that there is actually a problem, and that everyone needs to probably work together to make it work. Rather, they are lying to their own people, and that is where this government is right now, the government of lies. But I'm going to move on quickly. I don't want to spend so much time in that very depressing story. So this is another one of this particular governor in Nigeria saying that if he becomes the governor of Kaduna State, my daughter will be in Kaduna State University. Why does he have to become the governor of Kaduna State for his own daughter to be in Kaduna State University? Do you understand? Like, are you seeing exactly this? This is where I'm coming from. Like, why does your daughter? Why do you have to be? This is why we cannot trust these politicians. All right, because at the end of the day, they are out there deceiving their own people. They know exactly the lies they will tell them to get them convinced. They're not helping them in any situation, in any way. It's all lies, lies, and lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, what exactly what point are you trying to make in this kind of, how does this help the people of Kaduna State? Saying that if you become the governor of Kaduna State, your daughter will be in Kaduna State University. How does that help the people of Kaduna State? It doesn't, this segment doesn't even make any sense, right? Because if you are making that, that if you become governor, you're trying to promote Kaduna State University, therefore that doesn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, if Kaduna State University is a great university, everyone's daughter should be able to go there. Everyone's family member or child or children should be able to go into that university and get quality education. You don't have to be the governor of Kaduna State before your daughter can go to Kaduna State University. I don't understand, but I just hope you see, this is what I'm just trying to expose to you so you understand that the lies these people are making. This should not be a campaign promise in any way. So this is another story again. I want to just talk about how kidnapping. Now, this is the FCT minister, the minister of state for FCT. I said the recent attacks in some areas in the country's capital is a result of, there's failure in intelligence. Who are you telling all of these stories to? Whose business is this? I don't understand exactly why she's letting us know that there's a failure in intelligence gathering in the FCT. If there's a failure in intelligence gathering in the FCT, whose job is it to gather this intelligence? People's lives are being lost. These people are not even in the country. Most of these people are abroad, in other parts of the world, but yet they are yet saying that, oh, you guys are on your own. This is what they are saying. They are ultimately just saying to you that you are on your own, that we cannot help you. That the failure in intelligence gathering is as a result of the or rather the kidnapping is as a result of the failure in intelligence gathering. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? Whose problem is that? Whose problem is that? That is your own problem, madam. You have to be the one to fix it. You cannot be telling people that there's a failure in intelligence gathering and you're not fixing the problem. You're not showing people the ways you're going to fix the problem. Whose issues is that? I don't understand. This is the way these people have been living their own, in their own crazy mindsets, telling people, deceiving people. When you got that job, did you get the job to be giving excuses? People's lives are being lost. People's wealth are being wasted. And all you are saying is that there's a failure in intelligence gathering in FCT. Whose problem is that? If you cannot fix the problem, then you leave. The problem with African leadership, and this goes back to leadership, because the aim of this show is to showcase leadership and the failure in African leadership. The problem with African leadership, I've realized, is the fact that they know how to tell you all the excuses. But most of the time, they never provide you with a solution. You must understand that to be a great leader, you must not just be somebody that knows the excuses or the problems. You must understand what exactly can you do to create a solution. And that's where African leadership is failing. That's where Nigerian leadership is failing. That's why a lot of people are saying that they are tired of it. They are tired of living in this great conspiracy of excuses, lies, and just blame game. Nobody is doing any work to solve the problem. Everyone is just pointing accusing fingers and blame gaming. They will blame everybody, even they will blame the young people. You know, they are saying that there's a failure in intelligence gathering, but they are using all that intelligence to kill innocent people walking on the streets in Imo State, in Olu, in Obigbo, in Aba, in Umuahia. All those massacres happening everywhere in Biafra land, that the people of Biafra have seen, they've documented, and nobody's saying anything about it. So we have to just understand that there is a conspiracy, and we will keep exposing all this conspiracy. I'm going to move on to my next story. I want you all to understand that there is something going on in Nigeria right now. So now look at this, is another story I want to talk about. 100 million naira nomination form fee with minimum wage at $30,000 is immoral. And all of this is, I want to give credit to Linda Cage's blog. That's where I got some of these stories from that I talk about. So credits to her. Now, this is the 100 million naira nomination form fee with a minimum wage at 30,000 naira. Can you see exactly why the poor keep getting poorer and the rich keep getting richer? Because at the end of the day, the poor people are meant to bear the brunt of the rich people. Because the rich people are stealing from the poor in Nigeria. That's what it is. The rich people are stealing from the poor in Nigeria. How do you set a nomination form for a presidential aspirant in a party for 100 million naira? 100 million naira. How much money? This is meant to be 4 years. A president is going to be in office for just 4 years. For 4 years, how much do you think a president should be earning annually? That is yearly. How much should a president be earning annually? How much? Type it down in the comment section. In your own. So imagine if the president is earning 20 million naira annually. 20 million naira annually, which is a lot of money. In 4 years, that is 80 million naira. But these people are saying they want to pay nomination form fee for 100 million naira. 100 million naira. Can you imagine that? That's the failure of leadership. Because this by itself should be available for everyone. I'm not saying that the presidential form should be available for everyone in terms of any kind of person can get it. But again, it should also be affordable. It should be affordable. 100 million naira is not affordable. Because somebody might have the qualifications and might have the intelligence to want to, say, become the president of Nigeria. But how does the person make 100 million naira? That can tell you how crazy the system is. The system is not working for people that don't have the means, or don't have the connections, or don't have the wealth. That's why they will set a form for 100. You see, they don't love Nigerians. The people that you claim are your leaders, they don't love you. They don't love you. If they love you, they will not make your life a miserable hell that it is. If they love you, they will not make this life a miserable hell with every opportunity that they can get. With every slight opportunity they can get, they ensure that they make it a miserable hell. And that's where we come and have to expose and let people know that it is time for us as a people to begin to ask questions. Why a government will continue to impoverish its own people. As Revolutionary was said, we've all been told that we're the leaders of tomorrow. How many young people can afford 100 million naira nomination form? How many young people? As I am like this, I don't have 100 million naira. So if I wanted to be the president of Nigeria, that's how much I will have to cost me. I can tell you the way they hate the young people. We saw how they hated the young people in NSAS. With the way they killed young people. They didn't care. But now these same young people will start killing themselves for these same crooked, wicked politicians and leaders that do not have your interest at heart. It's time for us to wake up as a people. Wake up. Wake up before it's too late. Wake up. Tell ourselves the truth. They don't love us. They never did, and they will not change. It's not today they will change. So let's tell ourselves the truth, my people. Where we are at the moment is a time when we have to start waking up and realizing the situation on ground. Even PDP is 40 million naira for it's not people that have stolen money that can afford 100 million naira. Think about it. Anybody that buys a nomination form for 100 million naira, they should go and the EFCC has to ask that person, where did you make your money? How did you make, in what way did you make your money to afford 100 million naira, 40 million naira? Think about it. That is where we are as a people. Suffering and smiling. Somebody that's paid 100 million naira for nomination form plus the other 100 million naira he will use for campaign. Do you think the person will care about building roads or building infrastructure? Somebody that input that kind of money. Do you know how much money is going around now? They have shown pictures of people putting money in bags and giving in all these traditional leaders. This is the time they cash out. This is the time they make so much money. This is the time when they hoard so much money. Any responsible government will know that before you run for any office, you have to show asset declaration. You have to show us. They will go through your finances. Even Joe Biden, I just saw the tax form for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. If you don't know who Joe Biden is the president of the United States. The president of the United States released his tax form. The vice president also released their own form. But the Nigerian government, somebody will just come up and say, you have to pay 100 million naira for a form. 100 million naira. 40 million naira. In an economy that is young people, they are still paying 30,000 naira for monthly fee for agents and in the government. I can tell you that they don't care about you. If there's any other explanation that you needed, I don't know what else that you need for you to know that they don't care about you. The Nigerian government has shown time and time again that they don't care about us. And even if after this election, they will still show us again why they don't care about us. And at the end of the day, they will keep showing this same thing until the people start asking questions. Confused. They're so marginalized. They don't even know the left from their right. That's why a lot of young people are leaving the country, traveling outside of the country. And this jackpot, how to jackpot, everybody's jackpot, everybody's traveling, everybody's leaving. And they would rather go and become a slave in another man's land than being killed in their own country. And that is the situation that's going on where people are finding themselves right now. So let us wake up. Let us begin to ask questions. Let us begin to probe and ask the people that we are considering leaders. It doesn't even matter in what capacity. We need to start asking them serious questions. If not, we will keep suffering and smiling. That's my time. I want to thank everyone for today, for coming and listening to me. As always, I really appreciate you all for being there and supporting the Leadership Standard. Until next time, I'll catch you again. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Have a great week. Love you all. Peace out.